Hi, so for my ePortfolio, I chose to look at Google Sites. The reason I chose this is because our district uses G Suites, and I think it's something that the students would already be familiar with and something that I'm already familiar with. And they'd be able to pull their documents from any of the G Suite apps. So just with learning about these ePortfolios, it's just a great way to show the collection of the students' best works. They can include their writing, art, different projects, pictures, and they can also share these things with their parents. So one thing I found is that it's nice to have a template already set up. That would be something that I could create for the students to have like a normal layout, possibly on the home page here, like I have set up, of just an about me section, something little about them that is good to know. At the beginning of the year, I usually ask them what their goals are that they have for the first semester and then the second semester. And that's something that they can keep track of here on the front page. You can also embed links. So if a student enjoys reading, here I embedded a link to my Amazon wish list for books, just as a reminder of what books I would like to read. And this is something simple that students are able to do. So how I broke this down while going through Google Sites is I chose to do the pros and the cons on two different sheets or pages. You can see that this is something that students would be able to share with their other teachers then, which is a pro. So they could have, their world history progress tab, but they can also have a tab for algebra, and they can show how their scores were improving with their algebra course. Or if they took an elective arts, they could post the projects that they have created on this site to show progress throughout the year. So some of the pros that I had found, that one of the best things is that it's free. It's very easy to create a template for the students to use as a starting point, and then they can develop it from there and create it into their own style. It's very easy to embed videos, especially YouTube videos that are approved through the district. And then students can pull from their Google Drive and put folders in there. They can put Google Docs, they can put spreadsheets. It's very easy to learn. It is very simple to go through and add items based on the insert tab here. So they can insert their images, text box, embedding. It is a very secure site. So the only way that someone would be able to access it is if it's through them sharing it. So if they wanted to, they could even share it with their parents. Their parents can see progress for them too. Now, I wasn't able to talk with any staff members who have used this. However, I did speak with some students who have used it, and a lot of them said it's very easy to use. One of the nice things about it is just being able to add hyperlinks and editing the site then too. One thing that they did not like, though, is the templates, the fonts, and the design are very limited in their choices. So if I click on the themes here, you can see that there are not many different options for the themes. So students felt that they couldn't be as creative with it as they could be. One part that is a con for a teacher is just simply that it's hard to monitor students' work. So they would need to add on different add-ons that they would have to include to monitor the students' work to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and including that to access their sites. So I do think it is very user-friendly though, and it's a great way to show progress for students. They can see it themselves, their parents can see it, and then teachers can also see that as well.